Hey everyone, here is Box Art Reviews episode 8, and I know it's a little late, but I had a lot to do, and there was a whole bunch of reviews that I just had to delay it. So here's number 8. It's a little late. Don't worry, I'll still do this special Box Art review I said we would do in number 7, but they'll also have to wait a little while. So anyway, let's go on to our first one for a game that I actually reviewed just a couple days ago, and that game is Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. Now, if you haven't seen my review, I won't spoil what I thought of the game. What I think about this case, though, is a little different from what I thought of the game. So that's a little hint. I actually really like this case. It's actually really cool. It has a little purple kind of flare in the background. I like the background itself. It's a really cool background, and the characters are actually cool looking in the case. You have Lynch with his gun. It looks like a shotgun. I can't really tell, but he has his shades on. He looks pretty badass. He looks like a homeless badass Arnold Schwarzenegger type if he was a homeless guy with a bald head and a goatee and hair in the back, though. If he was bald on the top and hair on the back, that's how Arnold Schwarzenegger would be if he was hobo also. And you have Kane with his glass eye. He's just in the background. He's like, no, Lynch, don't do something extremely freaking stupid like you do in every single freaking second of that game. So yeah, I actually really like this case. If you can't tell, you definitely can. But if you look really closely, you even see like kind of like a grainy style to the background. I mean, to the actual cover. Mostly because the game has a grainy kind of camcorder kind of style, and it's cool that they actually brought that into the actual case besides just the game. So overall, I really like this case. I'll give it I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It was a really good case. I really like it. So yeah, let's go on to our next one, which is City of Heroes Going Rogue Complete Collection. I'm guessing this is pretty much all the City of Heroes expansions, including the first one, which is cool. But I actually thought this case was a little bland, mostly because it has a big white background and you have some poorly rendered looking kind of buildings. I can't really tell. It's a very small picture, but it's not really fantastic. It doesn't really tell you much about the game. It has two just random superheroes in the front, and one's like, yeah, justice, and he's the other one in the back. He's like, yeah, I'm all cool. I'm not even gonna do anything. And you have big letters, like half of the freaking cases, City of Heroes, Going Rogue, Complete Collection, and then a whole bunch of freaking stuff. Where RP works on Windows and Mac on the bottom. All those labels and stuff for the company. I think it's a boring one, so I'm just gonna go and pass this one. I'll say it's a 4 out of 10. It's very boring, very mediocre. I'll give it the benefit of that. I'll give it a 4.5 because I like how the actual superheroes are drawn, even though they're just generic, but it's still drawn very nicely. So overall, 4.5. Let's go on to the next one, which is Gym Dance Workout. Now, I don't know anything about this game at all, but I can tell you right now, and I'm going to use a word that I really do not use at all, and that is the word tacky. Now, it's really tacky, mostly because it's so bright. I mean, really, why does it have to be this bright? If I saw this freaking cover, I would probably burn my eyes out. Now, I'm looking at a small picture of this, and it's already burning my eyes out. Before, when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, what's this game? Oh, God, it's bright. So, it's not really burning my eyes now, but it's very orange and very white. But, and I'm not talking about just because there's a girl dancing, a white girl dancing, it's because the background's also white, and the lettering's white. So I was like, oh my god, this looks so terrible. And you have like some random backup dancers and some white girl thinking she could dance. She's like doing some step up two moves and stuff. I'm like, oh my god. But the real show stealer for this is how many freaking things are on the thing besides the people dancing. Like that's pretty much takes the back seat to the big logo dance workout, and then you have a blue thing which I can't read right now, and then the bottom it says bonus, and then Ubisoft, and then E, and then the Wii on the top. I'm like, Jesus, man, why don't you just put some Pepsi labels on it while you had it? Overall, terrible box art. I'll just give it 3 out of 10. I think it's really bad. So let's go on to our next one, which is Yeast 7. Now, I never heard of Yeast 1 through 6. I don't know what it is. It's Y and S, so I'm guessing it's yeast. I mean yeast, it's not yeast. Uh, but I can already tell you what it is. It's a typical JRPG. It looks like it, at least. The cover does not sell it. It has a blue gradient kind of background, and I guess it's resembling Sky. I don't know. I can't really tell. It's a very small picture, but I can tell you right now, it looks so JRPG-ish. You got a guy with red hair that looks like a girl. You got a even though he's wearing a knight costume, so at least he looks like a knight, but still looks like a girl. You have an actual girl. It looks like you have a blue-haired, I'm guessing chick, and a silver-haired chick. I don't know. You have some tough guys. You have a dark skinned guy in a JRPG. Oh my god, I can't believe it. No, I'm just kidding. Racism. But yeah. Anyway, it's JRPG, so really, I don't really care about JRPGs. It looks decent. It's very colorful, and if you like JRPGs, this is the same kind of JRPG case you'll see anywhere else, where it's just a whole bunch of freaking characters that you probably never heard of, just like, yeah, we're happy. So whatever. I'll give it a 6 because it's very colorful and it looks very lively. So I'll give it a 6. And now my last case. What will it be? It will be a surprise because it is actually not really a box art. It's just art, and it is the art for Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Now, I decided I'm going to do more arcade games because they actually come with art, so that's really cool. So I'm going to start doing more, maybe not all the time, but maybe if there's only a few little cases here and there, then I might do arcade game that's coming out this week. So or a PS3 PSN game that's coming out. This time, Lara Croft, I just bought this game and I'm really liking it. I'm not going to give you my full opinion of it so far, but I just bought it. I'm really liking it. And I got to admit, this case, this art is really, really good. It's so nice looking. You have Lara, I'm sorry, I keep saying Laura. Lara with her guns, just blasting away. And you have Totek in the background with his spear and his shield. And he's like, yeah, what up? It's like a 300 kind of art style. In the background, it's kind of bland. It's a little darkish, but the way it looks great. It looks really good. So that's all I'm gonna really say because there's not really much to say. The art style looks fantastic. It looks very realistic, I have to admit. And overall, I think it looks really, really good. The graphics in the game are really good too. Maybe not as good as this would depict it to be, but really good nonetheless. So overall, I really, really like this case. I'm gonna give it an 8 also with Kane and Lynch. So there you go, 2 really good box arts or just arts this week. So yeah, there you go. There's my box art reviews episode 8. I bet you weren't. I mean, you were waiting for it. I hope so at least. And yeah, there you go. Can't wait until box art reviews episode 9, and we're almost getting to number 10 already. So yippee! All right, see you next time, I guess. You fucks.